What's up, fellas? This is the Bernzomatic torch, and for whatever reason they have installed a secret feature that I was not aware of. This thing caught on fire in my hand, and it will not go out unless you unhook the bottle or blow it out like that. I'm going to show you a video clip of an experiment that was taking place the other day in which this torch failed on me, resulting in my hand being burned. Now, there is a statement on the side of this torch that reads, "Use only burn tube or orifice marked type Z with this torch. The use of any other non-approved burn tube or orifice may result in gas leak." Now, I don't know if that's the gas leak they were referring to. I'm assuming they're talking about this here, that this spud or this insert is designed specifically for this Z, which I can find a Z nowhere on any of these bottles. But that Teflon ring right there is the business end of the seal on these things. If you ever wondered how these bottles seal so well, it's that ring right there, that plastic ring, squeezes this brass rod. So you got to be careful not to ding that up too much. Like if you drop your torch, and I've done that, and you ding this up, you definitely want to get the burr off so it doesn't, see that smooth area right there? None of this up here has anything at all to do with the seal. And I found that out the hard way with a couple of builds I've done. The seal is all in that Teflon thing. So anyway, regardless of that, we're going to take this thing apart and find out why my hand caught on fire. And Bernzomatic has been a favorite of mine. This is an awesome torch, guys. This thing cost me about 50 bucks, and I have had this thing forever. You can tell it's got some battle scars on it. I'm disappointed that happened. Okay, fellas, what we just witnessed right there was a Bernzomatic TS8000 propane torch head. You see this little hole right here? It was spraying gas out at a massive rate. Something has failed inside of this blowtorch, and it pretty much caught my arm on fire. Just to kind of show you, I don't know if you can see the hair singe there. I did not realize gas was spraying out of this thing when I went to light that oil burner. So here we are. I'm about ready to work on this torch that basically caught my hand on fire. And we're going to find out what happened with this thing. Why do I have gas spraying out of this? I need to find my socket. So I'm having trouble finding the right socket here. I need to do some serious tool shopping. I'm lacking everything. So I'm taking the spud out for the tank. Hopefully I'm not destroying it. I guess that's some sealant compound there. There's also sintered brass inside of this thing. I didn't know that. If you ever want to make a high flow torch nozzle, you pop that sintered brass out of there, and it will really increase the flow rate. This, for the most part, is what's throttling your flow if you ever need to turbo something up. That doesn't appear to be doing anything. I don't even think that's holding nothing on or holding this case together. So that was a total waste, and now it's probably going to leak. Okay, so somehow I got to get this thing apart and figure out what is going on in here. Doesn't appear to be metric. I don't know where these are made. Suppose I could look that up. I do really like this torch. I'm not trying to knock it, but I definitely want you guys who use this stuff to see this, so you're aware of the chance of it happening. Man. I'm just amazed that happened. Well, for the most part, there's all kinds of gunk down inside of here. There's some more of the sintered brass. I might take that out of there. It definitely would make the torch faster. I've got half a mind to grind that out. If we get this thing working again, that is. It's a freaking O-ring in here. Sorry about that. Ran out of footage. Or camera room. So I've got this thing apart. I still am not seeing why this area is connected with this. I guess they just tried to save money in the neck of this thing. This is what I got down inside of this thing. Something in between this valve and here has busted. Now I could potentially just plug this hole up and fix the thing. Based on what I'm seeing here, I'm thinking I might do that. But then it could just start spraying gas out somewhere else that I'm not wanting it to. That is so stupid that they put that there. Not sure if this is steel or not. Yeah, this looks like a big piece of steel. There may be some threads or something underneath the gasket. Well, that did not feel good. Got to strip that. Thinking maybe if I take this gasket out, there might be some threads underneath that or something. Let's check that out. Okay. Something under there. Oops. And it appears it's been crushed into place, whatever it is. It's got these little smash points there. They did not want this thing getting taken apart. That's unfortunate. So that means I'm not going to be able to get that out of there. Damn it. It's probably crushed in there pretty good. Looks like they even dented the threads doing it. So there's one there and one there. You can see where the threads are damaged also. Okay, so the new plan here is just to take some JB Quick and a self-tapping screw and just end it. And this container's broke. I'm just going to take a little bit here, very tiny dab. If I can get anything out of these. For crying out loud, I got to get a good camera. I probably just botched my glue there. Everything's falling apart on me here at the last minute. Literally. So, plan B, we're going to take some JB Quick. We're going to fill the hole, pack it in there pretty good. Not going to do anything special really to it. Maybe I should probably give it a bit of a drill out. Just to kind of take that glue a little better. Great. That was real smart. I'm telling you, I'm losing it there. Nothing like some good old metal fiber down inside my gas duct there. I really hope this saves me 50 bucks. Because I'm going to be disappointed if it doesn't. This stuff dries pretty quick, so with any luck, we'll be all right. This is just what they call a panhead self-tapper. They use these in steel studs and commercial construction. And there it is, full of metal fiber, just waiting to stab me right in the hand. Let me get that out of there. So, with any luck, this is gonna work. I hope it does. So I'm certainly not trying to lose 50 bucks here. I have a bad feeling it's just gonna spray out on me somewhere else. And as I said, this is a great torch. I am happy with it. I forgot to take out that sintered metal to turbo it up a little bit. Maybe I should do that while we're waiting for the glue to dry. Let's take out that sintered metal inside my spud. And that will let us run the torch way higher than it was intended to be operated, which is just fine by me. I think I need to take this off. Or actually, yep, I probably ought to take them both off. So we're going to do that while this thing's drying. I'm going to take out the flashback arrestor, which I don't advise you do under any circumstances. I'm going to do it because I feel comfortable doing it. I'm going to try and remove this spud and take that sintered metal out of there. Oh man, this ain't going to be good. Oh wow, that was super loose. These spuds are pretty awesome. I believe they make these things with lasers. Somebody told me that. I think my dad might have told me that. That's done with a laser. I could be wrong. I didn't even need to take that out, really. Thinking about just drilling it out of there and then cleaning up with an air hose. I'm just asking for a drill bit in the hand. There we go. Felt it pop through. Now I'm going to have to run some air through that because the slightest little piece of debris will definitely clog that little spud. That thing is super tiny. There's even a little tiny O-ring on that sucker too. So let me blow this out with some high pressure air. We'll see what happens. Didn't feel like we were quite all the way there. I hope I'm not ruining something at this point. I'm just still kind of completely clogged. Let's see here. We're going down real close to the T. I probably ought to quit. See if I can find what I got going on here. I'm gonna blow air through it one more time. Not sure if I got it all out. I don't know if this thing leaks or not. I'm probably gonna have to take the bottle off every night. I think it might work now. I don't smell any propane. I did not give the JB Weld time to cure. True to form. I'm really bad with letting glues dry and stuff sometimes. I just get in such a hurry to make things happen. So, well, the ignition ain't working. Probably messed something up there. Let's see if it'll at least burn. Taking out that center section, oh yeah, we definitely got new power. So removing that piece of sintering definitely increased the output. Now I just got to figure out why it won't light. So I got to mess with that now. Hard telling what's going on. All right, so I'm not gonna bore you to death. I'm gonna fix this damn thing and then get it working again. Okay, so I'm back. I lied. I believe there's just a bunch of gunk and dirt down inside of this thing, and I'm not getting no spark because of that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna put this thing back together and try it one more time. I sprayed some mass airflow sensor cleaner in there. I think that's a bottle I got on hand at the moment. So I'm definitely getting good at putting this thing together and taking it apart again. Unfortunately, I've got this down to a science. I don't smell any propane yet. Doesn't appear that our seal blew a leak. It's not that much pressure. Let's hope that works. Aha! Blast with the new improved super flame. Okay, now this is about how the torch ran before I modified it. That seems fairly familiar to me. And this is what you can do with that spud, or with that centered flashback remove. Pretty nice. This thing never did that before. So there you have it. Hopefully this piece of junk don't catch my hand on fire again. I'm gonna have to undo the tank every night. So I came home and had a whole tank of MAP gas gone because of this thing. So finally, it's fixed. I can go eat. I told myself I wasn't going to eat till this thing was done. I still really like this torch. It's unfortunate for that design flaw. It may have been caused by the MAP gas, I don't know. It may have been caused by me tipping the torch upside down and liquid getting into the stem. I'm really not sure. If any of you guys have had this happen to you, let me know. But that right there is your fix. That's a $50 screw right there, and I'm kind of digging it. I'm really liking the whole thing of taking this centered flashback rester out of here, the centered bronze, and getting the improved flame output. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely digging that idea. You got to be careful. There's a fine line between enough and falling apart on you. I did notice that. So might want to check that out. I've got this thing put back together all cockeyed and crooked. But I'm so glad I got this thing fixed. This was like one of my favorite tools right here, guys. If you own one, you know what I mean. They light right up. It's a good hot flame. They got that turbo flame that wraps around things. If you're not familiar with what this flame's about, they have this swirl action to them. And what that does is it causes the flame to wrap around an object like this. Rather than just feather like this, like most torches, the flame will literally curve around and touch the entire surface. Most flames will do this. The swirl burn does that. Pretty cool little concept. That's what the swirl burn's all about. But the TS8000 was saved in a quick operation. Do not know what happened, but so far so good on this thing. $50 screw. I'm really liking that.